Murder. It is the third leading cause of death among Native American women.
According to the Department of Justice, for women living on reservations, the murder rate is 10 times higher than the national average. But 70% of Indigenous women live in urban areas, not reservations. The Urban Indian Health Institute tried to track down data on the number of Indigenous women missing or murdered in cities. What researchers found was that data was difficult and sometimes impossible to get. KELOLAND's Angela Kennecke looks at the cases of murdered Indigenous women who were reported for the study in Sioux Falls.
The two researchers asked 71 cities for data on missing or murdered Indigenous women. 60% either didn't respond or only had partial data. It turns out many didn't keep track of race. Out of the more than 500 cases identified in the report, 13 came from the South Dakota towns of Pierre, Rapid City, and Sioux Falls. The researchers found that 6 cases in Rapid City were not in law enforcement records. We asked Sioux Falls police for the data provided for the study. Here's a look at the 4 murder cases specifically of Indigenous women on record.
The 21-year-old woman was discovered lying in a heap along some railroad tracks.
Sioux Falls police records on murdered Indigenous women were only available going back to 1999. On September 3rd of that year, 2 men found the body of Marvine Ross on the railroad tracks at 13th and Menlo. The 20-year-old Native American woman known as Doll was hit in the head, kicked, strangled, raped, and had rocks shoved down her throat. She was murdered by ex-con Levance Owens. The second case in which police identified the victim as Native American was nearly 10 years later in 2008. 19-year-old Melissa Alland died after her brother threw a beer bottle at her and it hit her on the back of the head. Michael Alland was charged with manslaughter. Nearly a full decade later, Jamie Wounded Arrow was stabbed and killed at her East Side Sioux Falls apartment. The transgender woman was killed by Joshua LeClaire, who had a 13-page criminal record dating back to 2010. A few months later, Alicia Jumping Eagle was murdered by her husband, Irving Jumping Eagle, at her downtown apartment. Jumping Eagle's sister, Katie Lovestad, spoke to KELOLAND News after her death.
And then we're going to make sure there's justice for my sister. And we're going to keep her alive in our hearts. And we're going to do everything we can for her.
A judge sentenced Irving Jumping Eagle to 100 years in prison. Do you think that there are only 4 cases of missing or murdered?
Absolutely not. Yeah, unfortunately, no. I think that there are more than likely many more.
South Dakota Republican Representative Tamara St. John was behind a bill passed in South Dakota last legislative session. It creates a database of Indigenous women who have gone missing or have been murdered in the state.
It's more about the gaps in between state, federal, and tribal or local law enforcement. When somebody goes missing or if somebody is reported as a possible runaway, there are so many factors involved in that often a Native woman can fall through the gaps.
Savannahs Act, named after Savannah LaFontaine Greywood, who was abducted and killed in Fargo in 2017, was reintroduced into the Senate this year. Savannahs Act calls for new protocols on reporting crimes against Native Americans. Just days ago, the results of a Canadian investigation were reported that the thousands of Indigenous women and girls who were murdered or disappeared across the country were victims of a, quote, Canadian genocide.
Thanks, Angela.